Good morning, Sparrows Point Middle School. Today is Thursday, January 19th, and it is a B-Day. My name is Bella.
And my name is Kaya. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
You may be seated.
We would like to wish a happy birthday to Larry F. and Hunter P.
The weather today is 52 degrees and mostly cloudy.
Lit Club is meeting in the library Friday until 3:20.
And now a message from Miss Ryan.
Good morning, teachers and students. This is just a reminder to all students that there is a basketball game today. We will be playing in the high school gym against Deep Creek Middle School. The boys play at 4 o'clock and the girls play at 5 o'clock. Any student who is planning on staying after school for the game should report to Miss Fox's room. Again, any student who is planning for staying after for the game needs to report to Miss Fox's room or be with another teacher for a club. Students should not be roaming the hallways. Your other option is to go home and return back to school a few minutes before 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock for game time. Tickets to get into the game are $2, and don't forget, we do have a concession stand going on. The second announcement is to all basketball players. I need all the girls and boys basketball players. As soon as the school day ends, do not come to the gym area. Please report to Ms. Saritas' room. She will give you further directions. Again, all basketball players report to Ms. Saritas' room right after school today. Do not come down into the gym area. So the only students right now that should be downstairs in the gym area will be Mr. Sevchek's Fitness Club. The last announcement is yearbook. I have yearbook meeting tomorrow after school in Miss Russell's room, so don't forget about yearbook. Also, one more thing, my basketball managers, please stop and see me at lunchtime today for some quick updates with information. Thank you.
There will be a quiz bowl meeting in Mr. Rizzi's room after school today.
There will be a Sad Club lunch bunch meeting today. A lunch in Miss Whiteleather's room and B lunch in Miss Strong's room.
Today's lunch: pizza, cheese, and pepperoni, meatloaf with biscuit, hot dogs or chili dogs, manager's choice entree, mashed potatoes and gravy, crunchy cucumbers and cherry tomatoes, applesauce.
And now a message from Miss Washington.
Good morning, Sparrows Point Middle, and welcome to this terrific Thursday. Students, I am hoping that you are focused and ready to learn today. Just have a few announcements. I promise I will be quick. Saturday, just as a reminder for staff, on Saturday, January the 21st, will be the Lighthouse Planning sessions here at the school from 8 to 12. Teachers, you still have time. If you have not signed up, please make sure that you do if you are planning to attend that PD this Saturday. Again, you can also register online through BCPS 1, just like you register for every other PD. Also, just want to talk about attendance for yesterday. 6th grade, you were at 96.5%. 7th grade, you were at 95.7%. In 8th grade, you were at 93%. So overall, I'm still very pleased. As of yesterday, everyone was over the 90s for our daily attendance per grade level. Again, students, keep up the great work, especially since this is the start of the third marking period. It's the start of the third marking period, so that means you have about 18 weeks remaining left in school to get it together. That's not a whole lot of time. Sounds like a lot, but it's really not. So again, students, you still have time. Report cards for the second marking period closed out last Friday. So students, at this point, you should start out with an A average in all of your classes. It is up to you to keep that average. So of course, with that, students, just like I reminded you last week, please make sure that you start out on top of what you need to do in your class with your teachers. Have those conversations early on so that you are not running around at the last minute before the third marking period closes. So students, please make sure you take care of those things. Again, you do have an A average. So again, I want to encourage all of you to keep that A average, but again, it is up to you. Teachers, we will, and students, MAP testing will begin next week. Map testing will begin next week. Teachers, please refer to emails from Ms. Owens in regards to how we will conduct ourselves with map testing. Again, 6th and 7th grade students, please make sure Mr. Nick and I did some device checks last week. We will continue to come around and check devices because we do need to make sure that students, you are doing what you know you need to be doing with those items because that is property of Baltimore County Public Schools. So again, students, we will be coming around to double check your devices because we want to make sure that as we begin map testing next week, especially for our 6th and 7th graders, that your devices are running smoothly. So I do want to just kind of share that. Also, staff, we do have a lot of staff members who are out today attending various conferences and different things. So again, I want to thank all of you for being very flexible with coverage. Again, I did a shout out last week for Ms. Russell, who is now taking over the coverage piece. So again, I want to thank Ms. Russell for stepping up and leading the charge with coverage. But I'd also like to thank all of you because I know sometimes covering a class is not always your top favorite thing to do. However, I do appreciate your flexibility and cooperation to make sure that all students are in the eyes of adults at all times. So again, I want to thank you for that. I believe that is all that I have at this time. Again, students, I do want you to make it a great day or not. The choice is totally up to you. Either way, students, I'm going to love you regardless. Would like for everyone to have a terrific Thursday. Now over to our news crew. Thank you.
Our club will meet today.
Spirit wear is on sale now until February 9th.
If you have Miss Wedmore for second semester, look at this chart to see where your class is.
And now for the word of the week. We've learned that the word of the week begins with the letter V and means a bright green or the color of grass. Today's clue: scientists and others use this word to describe our world in spring. Find the word on a Beyond the Word Wall poster and then find Principal Washington or Miss Bonding during the change of classes. Use the word in a sentence that shows you know the meaning and get a prize.
And the quote of the day: we know that we are, but not what we may. We know what we are, but now know what we may be. Shakespeare.
Thanks for watching. I'm Bella.
And I'm Kai. Remember to pride in all that you do.